Hey, what's up, YouTube? Gus Fiveborough back with another video. I know I've been going a long time. I missed a couple important topics, a couple of opportunities to get on here and share what I was thinking. But I couldn't help it. Turning on the TV recently, now it's the new thing with the whole Confederate statues and lieutenants and generals statues going on and coming down around the country. Listen, I could give a fuck about not only a statue. I don't give a fuck about the white guy who's alive and well right now, living 2 doors down, that doesn't like me because I'm brown. I can give a fuck. I get up every day, go to work, pay my taxes, float around the fucking pool on my day off, drive my car around, relax, lay up watching TV with my woman. And I'm as pro-black as you get. I don't want to be mistaken. Don't mistake me for a black man that's going to get on this YouTube and start cooning. But at the same time, I got to point out the hypocrisy. Where the hell was the mainstream liberal corporate whore media for the last 18 months when these little leftist pieces of shit, these Antifa, these George Soros, BLM, these little feminazis, these all the whole women's, all that bullshit going on for the last 18 months? Where was the media? Where was the media? Nowhere to be found. Now all of a sudden we got a hate group issue in this country. Like I said, I could give a fuck about a statue. But listen, this white liberal, to my people, this white liberal can get you Negroes to do just about anything. Anything. What the fuck do a statue has to do? What does a statue have to do with putting our fathers back in the home, rebuilding our families, taking control of the economy in our communities, which is a big deal? Everywhere you go, there's some Arab or Indian or some Asian banking in our community and going back home to the suburbs. Okay? What do the statues have to do with any of that? With you controlling the economy in your neighborhood? What does it have to do with us turning our spending power? I think we spend, $10 billion on hair alone. Let me not mention fashion and Air Jordans. What do statues have to do with turning that enormous spending power, which is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but it's upwards of like $1.3 trillion at this point, or more. What do statues have to do with turning that spending power into political power, like the gays do, like the Jays do? You know who the Jays are, but we don't want to get this taken down for anti-Semitism. Go figure. We're on their network. So this is what I'm saying. The white liberal constantly throws these little shiny red balls at black America for you to play with that will do absolutely nothing to empower you. Who gives a fuck about a statue? Who gives a fuck about who doesn't like us? Who? Why? Where does this inferiority complex come from? Because I don't have it, and I was actually born in a hood. So you can't tell me, oh, it's your neighborhood, oh, you're in Florida. No, I just got out here. Just saying, we have too much shit on our plate to take care of to give a fuck about statues. We have real situations, not statues of dead and gone people. I care I would actually if I had to, I would dry a load of laundry. I would hang it off a Confederate freaking monument or stuff. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. It's just insane that they can actually imagine if they just had us care. If MSNBC would make us care about shit that is actually gonna change our backward decline in this country, man. Now we're running around talking about statue, and then you hear The same, this how I know it's George Soros. No Trump, no KKK, no racist USA. All that shit, that's that George Soros shit, man. We got a whole generation of just wasted Americans. Excuse me. They're just completely wasted. It's to the point where, not to sound too radical, but to save this country, to actually save it, and those that really, really know what's going on know that I'm speaking the truth, but to actually save it, liberals have to be banned from education and or any industry, and politics, of course, in any industry that will allow them access to the minds of children. This is proof positive. We're like 2-3 generations in, and you see what's going on now. And the sad truth is, the real sad truth is, and all the patriots know this, when you look at these kids, I'm off the black topic, I already addressed that, but when you look at these kids, you realize that there's no voting out of this. We're not gonna group up and vote out of this liberal experiment that has destroyed several generations. There's no voting out of it. And deep down in your mind, when you look at the climate, when you look at how well the media works to control the temper in America, when you look at how they're so controlled by the media, you know there's no voting, there's no peaceful way out of this. You know what the end game is, and you know what the reality. Of course, I won't say it, because then they can, YouTube, because the same establishment that I'm talking about runs the platform that you're watching this video on. So, but that there's no easy way out of this. We're probably looking at 50 to 100 million. Shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. But just to reverse real quick, listen, Black America, we got too much shit to worry about. Again, the 3, controlling the economy in our neighborhoods, building networks, systems, and institutions for our future African American replacements to benefit from and their children. Okay, if the white liberal is telling you anything that other than those things, you're controlling the economy in your community, rebuilding your family, okay, things like that, you're being given a shiny red ball by your white liberal slave master to play around with, while he gets you hyped up and ready to go either vote or protest. It is what it is. I just need my people to start living in a reality-based world. Who gives a fuck about a Confederate flag, a fucking monument or statue? I could care less. What are we building for our future replacements? What are we doing? Gus 5 Barrel Man, I'm out.